This episode of Nerdist News is sponsored by Borderlands 3. Battlestar Galactica is getting rebooted. Again? So say we all. The cult sci-fi show Battlestar Galactica is coming back to the small screen. According to the folks over at Deadline, it was revealed on Tuesday that as part of NBC's upcoming streaming service, Peacock, yes, you heard that right, their service is called Peacock, the beloved series would be getting an overhaul from the Mr. Robot creator, Sam Esmail. For now, let's put the discussion on why a streaming service is called Peacock on the back burner and instead get into that sweet, sweet Battlestar Galactica news. The cult property has seen several iterations since the 1970s. At its core, BSG chronicles the space battle between humans and the robot race known as the Cylons, who basically have Knight Rider eyes. We guess you could say it's about a war in the stars. A Stars War, if you may. The original series ran in 1978 and had a short-lived sequel in 1980, the aptly named Galactica 1980. While the show never really rose beyond cult status at the time, it was rebooted with a miniseries in 2003, followed by a show on the Sci-Fi Channel. Fans were awed by the gritty and realistic scope of the reboot series that outlined the brutal war of extinction the robotic Cylons waged on humans, with incredible drama, special effects, and action. And while there's debate among fans whether or not the finale stuck the landing, it still has a fervent and well-deserved place in many of our hearts. Which is why the news of this reboot was a mix of trepidation and excitement for die-hard BSG heads. As we mentioned earlier, the series will be headed by the creator of Mr. Robot, Sam Esmail. While there's not much to go on yet, we guess if someone is to tackle the Cylons again, it's the creator of a show called Mr. Robot. Esmail himself took to Twitter to alleviate some fears in this world of seemingly non-stop remakes, reboots, and reimaginings, saying, BSG fans, this will not be a remake of the amazing series at Ron D. Moore launched because why mess with perfection? Instead, we'll explore a new story within the mythology while staying true to the spirit of Battlestar. So say we all! ! So, this sounds like this iteration of the show will be more along the lines of HBO's upcoming Watchmen series. Not a remake, but more of a remix or a sequel. Of course, spin-offs are no stranger to the Galactica universe, from the aforementioned Galactica 1980 sequel to the original series to prequels like Caprica and Blood and Chrome. But what will this new series look like? Well, we can guess that it will have a lot of negative space. That's a Mr. Robot joke, if you were wondering. While details remain sparse, the announcement of the BSG reboot is following the seemingly never-ending nostalgia train that studios are continuing to chase. In addition to Battlestar, NBC is getting in on the action with reboots of 80s shows like Saved by the Bell and Punky Brewster, which were also announced along with the introduction of Peacock. Peacock appears to be setting itself up as a formidable threat in the streaming field, leaning heavily on their back catalog of hits like The Office and Parks and Rec. However, considering that Seinfeld is headed to Netflix, plus the fact that Friends and The Big Bang Theory will be on Warner Brothers streaming service HBO Max, Peacock will definitely have a bit of an uphill battle to climb once it launches. Honestly, the news about Battlestar is just the latest salvo in the streaming wars, with the new entrants like Peacock, HBO Max, Disney+, Apple TV+, and now even non-media companies like Tinder, yes, the dating app, and Costco, yes, the wholesale warehouse company, entering the streaming media game. We will just have to wait and see who comes out on top. But what do you folks think? Will you be signing up for Peacock to get the new Battlestar Galactica or watch reruns of The Office? What do you think will happen in the new series? And when do you think we'll start seeing bundles of streaming services? Let's discuss. Thanks again to Borderlands 3 for sponsoring today's episode. The original shooter looter is back and bigger than ever. With 4 all-new Vault Hunters and over 1 billion guns, it's time to lock, load, and loot. Pick up your copy on Xbox One, PS4, or PC now. Let's make some mayhem. Rated M for mature.